Okay, so I'm going to start with the features of this kayak. So it comes with these nice handles here, one in the back here, and there's one in the front that either you can carry it with 2 people or you can put bungee straps and stuff through it to help tie it down to your car. Next, you have a nice big storage compartment right here with bungee straps that you can either put a tackle box or a cooler or whatever bulky thing you need to store, and it's pretty readily accessible right behind you. Next up, it has these rod holders here and here. They kind of seem like they're behind you, but they're pretty easy to grab from. Next up, it comes with a seat. Now, this isn't the highest quality seat, but the fact that it comes with the seat is a huge win, as many of these kayaks don't come with seats. And overall, it's pretty comfortable. I've spent 8 hours in it. You get a little tight, a little stiff, but as long as you get up and stretch your legs, it's really not too bad. And it just easily clips in here in the back and here in the front. Next up, you got 2 more carrying handles here and here, which make it, as you can see, very easy to pick up or turn sideways, or really however you need to carry it or maneuver it. Those handles are great. And then, as you can see right next to the handles, it's got a nice little bungee thing to store your paddle. So if you're not paddling at the moment, boom, put your paddle right there and you don't got to worry about dropping it in the water or it floating away. And another great thing with this kayak, it comes with a paddle. What more could you want? And right in front of you, you have this nice storage compartment, which comes with a dry bag built in. Which, how great is that? You have a dry bag, you don't got to worry. You can put things as your cell phone in it, and once you close the top, you don't got to worry about them getting wet. And underneath the dry bag, there's a big storage compartment where you could put a tent or food or whatever you're not worried about getting wet, and you have plenty of storage. So say you want to take an overnight trip or something. And there's also another storage compartment with the same dry bag right here in the front. Now this one can be a little hard to reach if you're not super flexible from the seat, but it's a good place to store things. And they're nice, they just open, close, and lock. All you got to do is turn a little thing, so real easy. In the middle here, you got a nice storage thing where you can put a drink or fishing lures or whatever you want. 2 more rod holders, one here and one here. If you do store your paddle, it kind of takes away the one rod holder, but that is what it is. And you got a rod holder right here in the middle, which can flip up or rotate any direction you need it. Now, where you're sitting here, it isn't a flat deck, and they're already pre-built in footholds, which kind of sucks, and it takes away some of your deck space or some space you can put lures or other things. But for a smaller kayak, that's kind of what you sacrifice. But as you can see, even for it being a smaller kayak, and I'm 6 foot tall, my feet don't even reach the end fully extended. So there is plenty of space. It's just they kind of cut in on your legs. And then back to the front, another handle. Next, we're going to go out in the water and see how its fishability and comfort on water is. So as you can see, I put my whole tackle bag in the back here. Fits pretty easily, and like I said, it's pretty easy to reach. You got to be a little flexible and turn a little bit, but it's pretty much in reach. Same with the 2 fishing poles. You can easily reach them, and the wells are nice and deep, so there's no worry when you're out paddling or going anywhere that these fishing poles are just going to fall out of the boat. As you can see up front, I got my water, another pole, and you could even put 2 poles right here. This opens up nice and easily right in front of you, and you can keep lures right here or just right on top of this thing. And like I said, the front one, you got to be a little flexible to reach it on the water, but it's kind of better for just storing things that maybe you don't need access to while you're out on the water. And here I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to grab your rod from the front and cast out quickly. You can even paddle around or maneuver a little bit with the paddle while you're fishing. And then, as you can tell, you can easily put the rod back and grab one from behind you. So it's just like being on a boat with a bunch of rods available.
So really, no sacrifices even though you're in a kayak. And I know some people like to stand up and try to fish from a kayak. When it's flat calm and if you have good balance, you can stand fish from this kayak, but I don't recommend it if there's any waves or you have poor balance.
Alright, so as you can see, I fit nicely in the kayak, just like I said. And the seat, if you adjust it right, I can lean back and look at the nice support it gives you. The only thing you really got to worry about is your butt, because you're just sitting on hard plastic and there's not a lot of cushion there. So after 8 hours, it gets a little tough on your butt, but great back support for when you're out paddling. Okay, so the problem with sit on top kayaks, sometimes you're going to get water on top here because wind, waves, whatever, splash. But this kayak has these nice set of scupper plugs right here where you can drain the water right out the bottom, no problem. And they got one here, they got one under the seat, and they got one back where the storage compartment is. So no worries about getting a bunch of water laying on top of your deck. Okay, so now that I've covered the comfort and how easy it is to grab your fishing poles slash fish out of this kayak, I'm going to start paddling around and show you how this kayak actually maneuvers, because if you're going on long trips or on rivers, that's kind of important how this kayak can get around the lake or river.
So, as you'll see here, this kayak really has some good speed. Despite it only being a 9-foot kayak, it can get going pretty quickly. And because it is a 9-foot kayak, it means it has very good mobility in the water. You can quickly turn and really get into some tight spaces with this kayak. And even though this is only a 9-foot kayak and it's a little smaller, the fact that it carries 250 pounds makes it highly stable, even despite waves like you see here.
Okay, so overall I think the Brooklyn Kayak BKC FK-184 kayak, that's a mouthful, it's a great kayak, especially for I think smaller, younger kids or just beginning kayakers who are looking to fish from a kayak. It can be a little on the pricey side, but it offers great features such as the storage compartments and stability, and the fact that it comes with a paddle and a seat. So overall, I'd rate it probably about a 7.5 out of 10, because if you're looking to take short kayaking trips on rivers or lakes to go fishing, it's perfect and will offer everything you could ask for out of a fishing kayak. So that's all for